Hi guys, Matt here from the Bailey's Diesel Group one more time, wishing you guys a very Merry Christmas into the run of this festive season. Today we just wanted to have a little chat about the filtration system and there's a lot of talk about which is the best system for you guys, so hopefully we can shed some light on that today. Okay, so when it comes to filtration systems, a lot of guys are saying, look, what's best? Do we run a pre-filter with a really good water trap and then a 30 micron filter to the standard engine one, which is generally in the Denso systems about 8 to 10 microns, and then run it through the engine? Or are we better off to use the standard one as the primary, run it to a finer secondary filter like a 2 micron is the general setup, and then into the engine? So one of those things, as always, there's no straightforward answer when it comes to these things. What we like to do is to sort of make it fit your requirements. Look, I mean, I guess in the ideal world you'd put all three in, but then you end up with some other issues with the engine performance and actually the pump can't control the rail pressure because there's a little bit too much suction draw. So it's kind of like we need to pick which one's going to suit your requirements a little bit better. Now, first and foremost, water is probably going to be the biggest issue that you'll face when it comes to common rail. So if there is a likelihood of getting water in the fuel, you want to eliminate that. So generally speaking, we say to the guys that basically run out to the deserts and do a lot of runs out there that it would probably be more valuable to have a good quality water trap on the car. So basically, because the tanks get a lot of condensation, you know, 40 degrees during the day and 0 at night, it creates a lot of condensation, which then puts a lot of water into the diesel, and that's probably going to be your most common failure mode. However, if you're running in the cities or the urban areas, even places like Dubbo and parks and things like that, we like to say it's probably best that you actually run a 2 micron secondary filter. So generally speaking, the clearances inside the injectors are very much less than sort of 5 to 4 microns. So to have sort of 10 microns worth of particles flowing through them is obviously not a smart idea. So what we like to do is to say to these guys, look, your main failure mode is going to come from increased or accelerated wear because of the bigger particles, and therefore we want to filter them out. Now, any type of filtration system you're going to get these days comes with an inbuilt water trap anyway. So the standard Toyota one has a fairly good, can't deal with massive volumes of water, but it does actually do a reasonable job of deleting what does get to it. And of course you've got your warning light. Biggest problem in the warning light, of course, is that by the time it goes off, it's nearly at the end of its water trap capability, so it's also nice to have a bit of a headway. But with our secondary systems, we sell a Fuel Manager 2 micron kit. I'm not going to say that that's the absolute and the ultimate. I mean, to be honest, we haven't done a lot of testing with the other setups, so feel free to shop around on that front. But we've had a great deal of success with this 2 micron kit because, of course, it does get rid of that bigger particle, so hopefully it promotes better longevity to the injector itself, but it does also have some water trap capabilities. So in your instance, when you're running around the cities and around the urban areas and the built up, or call it the built up more populated zones, it's less likely that you're going to come across the water. But when you do also have not only the Toyota system, but you also have a bit of extra headway in terms of more water trap capabilities in the 2 micron system. So we think that the duality there is probably going to be enough, but then again, I guess if you're running out in the desert and you're going to come across a lot of water, you're going to want a better water trap. So there it is. It's not quite a one-size-fits-all policy. I guess it's got to suit what suits you in your situation a little bit better, but there it is. So good luck with your endeavours and happy four-wheeling.